She looks scared.
What kind of diesel heater is it? We'll have to read it first.
Just do a voiceover.
Okay.
Alright. Plate. Fuel pump. Manual. Get these out of my way. That was a heavy little bitch. And that's it. Alright.
That's all they give you? Oh no. Looks like so much fun.
Fuel line.
Fuel line.
Muffler.
Muffler.
Hose clamp.
Hose clamp. You're talking really low, so when I go to do a voiceover, I'm not going to be able to understand you.
Air filter. Twist ties. Hose clamps. Brackets. A lot of little hose clamps. This is the cheap fuel line that people were saying was real cheap. Might have to upgrade. Harness. Hot air supply line. Hot air supply line. Combustion chamber fresh air. And this is the exhaust from the combusting chamber. Oh, that's heavy duty. Two-way directional.
A T.
Two vents and another hose clamp.
It's a pretty blue. You'd like that new, man. Oh,
No,
your blue.
blue one was yours.
I know. I'm just saying. It's blue.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a little remote control thingy. Yay!
This is the LSD controller and a key remote control.
Oh, I like that. It's pretty.
This is smaller than what it portrayed on the video.
Oh.
Which I don't know what I'm doing.
What are you doing over there, mister?
I don't know.
Are you playing?
I don't know yet.
Well, tell us what you're doing. Tell us how you're playing.
Trying not to blow us up.
Trying to figure this out before he goes out to the van to connect us. So he's just playing around with it.
We're gonna run it.
Oh, we're gonna run it? We are gonna run it?
Well, yeah, it's gonna smoke. Everybody says you need to run them before you install them because it blows smoke.
think that's what, 3 or 4 feet?
No, it's 8 feet here.
Oh.
Well, it's taller than me. I'm 6 feet, might be 10 feet.
Well, I didn't measure it that way.
Uh-huh. So, some of the stuff that I've seen online about directions being horrible, like, if I didn't know that the fuel line was next to the intake, because it's not marked, I'm going to hand these directions over to Tina, because double exhaust, seal, air inlet, air outlets, air inlet outlet. This looks like a different model, but it probably works the same. Clamp. Yep. There's a lot on the. There's a lot of directions on the remote here. 35 degrees.
Supposedly.
Well, it's about accurate. It's close.
22 outside, but who's counting?
Tina, are you cold?
How did it jump that fast to 37?
Probably body heat.
Oh.
Oh, we opened the door. Tina, shake it. She's cold. All right. This is my thoughts on the diesel heater. Keep the camera over here because I look like shit. During startup, diesel needs a glow plug, so the glow plug drains a lot of juice, but when this thing heats up, the glow plug shuts off and it doesn't use hardly any 12 volt power. I mean, it's very, very minimal. I ran it for 3 hours yesterday and my battery setup in the garage, which is like version 4, 12 volt, it only went down, it went from 12.9 to like 12.6, I think. And for 3 hours use, that was pretty good. I mean, you could actually sleep overnight and not kill your batteries as long as they're fully charged when you turn this thing on. So yeah, if you got a vehicle motor charger, yeah. So this is the startup. This is the loudest. So if you got an alternator charger system for your van, your battery bank, just run it around the block. Make sure your batteries are topped off. Start this bad boy up, and shut off your vehicle and go to bed. I'm going to show you. I know it sounds loud right now, but that's because it's on high. So that's the temperature. It's currently in the garage. This is our set temperature that it wants to get to. show you what happens when it gets there. You see the little green to yellow, that means it's warming up. This little signal over here, this little symbol is your oil pump, which is also, oil is also considered diesel. Little flashing red and green, it's meaning your exhaust and your inlet's working. And here's what the unit says the voltage is at. Because the glow plug is just sucking the juice. Now this will cut off at 10 volts. Cool. Here's your mountain. There's Tina needs to figure that out. This is your time of day, which you can set that. And that's our current temperature. Nope. Alright, so modes, you can lower the set temperature, lower it, raise it. Let me show you what happens when it hits its set temperature. That's the current temp. That's our set temp. Voltage, mountain thing, timer or clock, sets back to set temperature. Okay, now we're going to simulate. Remember, we have to set in 60 degrees. And the unit's on high right now. It's got two operating modes. Tina's shaking. Can you see her shaking?
they could. I'm sure they did a little while ago. I was trying to.
Tina don't like the cold. She hates the cold. She actually ordered another one. We're going to put two in her van. Now this thing kicks out a lot of heat. Now it was rated K, 8K, and it really does feel like it's close to BTU. So you could, if it says K, that means, I don't know, think of that as BTU. This is really hot right now. This has got to be about 200 degrees coming out of here. I can't keep my hand up there. It burns.
Feels good. It feels good.
That's why we can't stand next to each other in the shower. Holy crap, that's hot. Alright, now when it hits the set temperature, it's going to go into low mode. It never shuts off though. Nobody explained that about these diesel heaters. They never shut off.
Unless you shut them off.
Okay, so now it hit its set temperature. Now it's going to go from high to low. It's still really hot. Holy crap. Alright, you can hear the pump slowed down, the blower slowed down. That's still really hot. Damn.
It sounds like my mechanical valve that I have in my heart now.
This thing's really quiet on low. Okay, there it goes. It's starting to cool off a little bit. So I can bring my hand back up here. So this is where the unit. So this is where the unit's gonna stay at now. It'll stay at this speed. It uses very minimal fuel. It uses minimal power. I mean, look, it's already. So now the glow plug isn't on. The unit's operating on a low setting, and it's still producing substantial heat. I mean, it's what, 17 outside?
Yeah.
This will keep your van warm. This setting right here, it'll keep your van warm. Okay, so it says it's 87. Well, actually, it's still cold over here, but so the unit, if you get rid of the exhaust, noise, like let's say this is outside, the unit's really quiet on low. I mean, it is really quiet on low. I mean, you can barely hear it. If this thing's inside of a compartment in your van or camper, you can barely hear it. And it's got this rubber mount for the. I can't wait to install this. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, but once everything's installed right, this thing will be. This thing. I give it an A. I won't give it an A+ because it doesn't kick on and off, but running on low does not use a lot of battery. I ran it for 3 hours yesterday, and I think my batteries only dropped like a point. It went from 0.9 to 0.6 or something. And my batteries aren't the best. They've been out here for 2 or 3 years. We've used them through some power outage. I mean, they're not the best. They're cheap 6-volt golf cart batteries. But it's the 12-volt system that I test things with. And this is one of the tests.
Okay, so now shutting off.
Right. Okay, so we showed the startup, the high mode, the set temperature that we hit, and then it went into a low mode. This is where the unit stays until it goes below the set temperature, and then it'll go back to high until it hits a set temperature, then it'll come back to low. But yeah, let's go show you what happens when you shut it off. When you shut it off, the glow plug is going to activate again too. So let's see, we got on and off. Tina's shaking so bad. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it like a salt shaker. Off.
Okay, press that off.
Alright.
And using the remote is a whole lot easier when you do the on and off.
Up and down, on and off, yeah.
Yeah.
You can go to here too and just go up and down here with your set temperatures. When you hit the up and down here, it moves your set temperature.
But I mean you can use either way.
Either or. But there's your set temperature, and then no, there's your temperature. There's your voltage. You can see the voltage drop down. That's because the glow plug inside the unit is kicking again. It turned on, and that's where this thing eats the power, but it only lasts for like 60 seconds.
Okay. And this was your temporary setup in your garage.
Yeah.
And you gotta watch it because it will burn your
Oh yeah,
counter.
this exhaust pipe. gets so hot, it actually burnt my counter a little bit. And then we put a hot pad down there and it burnt it.
Yeah.
I had to put that file there because it's to disperse some heat.
Okay, so it's shutting down.
Yeah, it takes a minute to shut down.
But you like it? See it shut down.
And it's off. And this unit, this control, this panel, this little digital thing never shuts off. It does dim though, which is nice at nighttime. It will dim down. But yeah, I give this unit, like I said, I give it an A. For its doesn't use a lot of fuel, doesn't use a lot of power except on startup and shutdown, and running on low. These batteries would probably run this thing all night, easy, all night.
And our instruction book is in English, but it still is kind of hard to understand. But it's in English, so that's a good thing. And this is the little mount that you can put this on.
Yeah. This is the little fuel line holder, and this is.
We're not doing it. We're not doing all that. You're rooting it.
Well, you started it with
I was
this.
just
Why can't I do anything? I want to do something.
You
could do everything.
Oh my lord. The link is in the description below, but for now, Tina the Outsider is out.